So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, this is Jackson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run again with Jackson. A little juke. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Kennedy able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st down, Kennedy. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kennedy. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action, they'll throw. This complete to Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion left goes Jones. Third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. That is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. Kennedy. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up. And
pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Standing just about on his own goal line. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw here. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Looking to throw. Kennedy. And that's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Robinson on a give right side.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 6.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. Now hit Jackson complete. Oh, look at the juke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though
trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Down to the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Broncos 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Throwing after the interception. Kennedy. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Throwing on first down. Kennedy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kennedy. He'll go up top here for Hamler. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll look to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline.
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Deion Jackson.
58 yards.
And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
125 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Now back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd and 15. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kennedy. KJ Hamler. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off the play fake. Kennedy. And he slings one that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Jackson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
Now they'll change things up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. And that's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On is the Chargers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Kennedy.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Jackson.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And, Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.